Hi, well today I'm going to do a little teeny project. There's a post or pole that holds up the arbor. I'm planning to probably this summer repair the whole arbor, maybe towards the end of the summer, depending on how well I do inside the house and how things go. But what I want to do is I want to get this pole, because right now it's not connected to the arbor. So the top of it moves because there's a bolt basically that's snapped out of it. I think a tree or something like that. Branch went down, smashed it. It's smashed in a few places, but the idea is that I want to get a bush or like a vine that was originally attached to it, and it went way up and spread, and it went all the way up in the trees. It was really beautiful. But when I was doing all the cutting down of trees, and we wanted to assess how bad the arbor was, I removed it all, because I'm going to have to go in there anyways, and I'm going to have to straighten the metal, I'm going to have to paint it, and but because it's been so long, that poor little viney bush thing, which I think is, I'm not sure what it is, I forget, but it's beautiful. It's got little white flowers on it, and it basically, we need to get it attached and growing off the pole, because right now I have it attached to a tree and just kind of growing away from it. So I want to try to get that sorted. So what I want to do today is simply drill out, and there's something called a, I think they're called like drill outs actually. And what you do is you drill a hole in the top of the bolt, and then use this other thing, which is kind of like a reverse screw that you turn the opposite direction, and then it digs in and pulls it out. I've never used one, so I bought a quick pack off Amazon or something like that, and we'll see if it works. So it's a good challenge for me to just, hey, do these things work? Because I'm probably going to have a lot of bolts to remove and things going forward that, need taken out. Anyways, let's see how I do. It could be easy, could be quick, could be not working at all. So let's drill down on this, which should be a plug hole or a bolt hole. See how it goes. Okay, something just went through. It's a really good drill bit. I do see like it's a metal bolt in there. Oh, it's actually coming off. Wow. All right, that was not even connected, so I didn't need to take the bolt out. So I think this top should come off, and then I can try drilling it out better lower down, right? Look at that. This big old piece of metal. Cast iron, I guess? I don't know what this is, but this certainly feels crazy heavy. So yeah, the bolts in this thing are little weird square bolts. And then this is the kit that I was talking about that I got. And it's, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little screws on the one end, and then there's like a thing you would attach your wrench on the other. So I'm going to try to use one of these little guys in the top of this. From what I understand, you should be able to screw it in backwards, and it should dig in and be able to pull that out. I don't know if it's actually doing anything. Fuck. Yay. I have to change positions, go to the workbench. Yeah, let's go to the workbench and see if I can pull on that better. Can I unscrew this thing? Or screw it in, or what we're supposed to do with it? Never done this. It's going to be a bit of a nightmare, surprisingly. Yeah, so the size I was looking for to match what was in there is this size. So I don't even know what size it is. for what I found, that fit really well. So let's go for a bigger size up of this. I just want to make sure I don't strip it, and that's still smaller. See if we can get it out with this one. Yeah, I think so. Lots of bits just fell out. Did it work? No. Close. Closer. I think I've got to go up another level. Let's see how we're fitting. That one would have kind of fit in. With this one. We're getting close. If it fits in. Yeah, it does. All right. Let's see how big this is compared to my bolt. So we're getting close to what the limit would be, but it won't go that far in anyway, so I don't know. Well, I was not going to use this length, but that was the size that kind of matched up with what they have. Let's give her a go. Break some of this off. See if that has broken any of the bits of metal inside. Oops. Let's see with my tapping set if there's something that big. I don't think there is. All I ever do with these is see if they line up. If they match, it's kind of what I grab. Because I never know what. We've got Imperial, we got metric, we got all sorts of junk. That makes it quite annoying. So what I'm going to try to do, see if I can drive this in. Oh, I've got a thing for it, don't I? I could have been using that the whole time. That's probably what you're supposed to do with them. But this one should go in forwards, I think. Yes. Oh, look at that. It almost hits. It fits. I'm not worried about the upward motion as much as... Is it just not going this way? I think that's going to have to do. Should tighten enough. Yeah, so let's not fuss with it. It's pretty good. I'll use some Loctite. There's not much on there because it's so old. All right, let's go jam it up, slap this in it. I also have to take the old bolt off that's still stuck up there, which I can use this with. Get a hammer. I got her going. That's the little guy over there. Here comes the other bit. Now, the crazy bit will be getting this to go into that hole with me on it. Lots of rust. That's something. Leave it like that. Feels a lot better, surprisingly. I don't love it. This needs to go up. It's in there enough. Good enough for now. Yeah, it's not ideal. I might cut it a little shorter later, but I thought I'd leave a little teeny bit up there in case I want to put it deeper or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to put some sort of resin or something in there to bond that, or like a Loctite, because it doesn't really have a lot of lifting motion on it. It's going to be all weighted down, so it's just really side to side. And as we can see, it's moving pretty good. So yeah, I got lots of stuff to fix. I get that in there somehow. It'll jack this up. But anyways, for now, it deals with the crazy bush growing over there. I can have it tie up to here and just keep cutting it at this level until I get all this painted and repaired. So that's kind of the goal of just today's quick little, how long does it take to put a bolt in? Well, since now I have this pole sorted out, you know, that's good enough to hang something on anyways. At least I don't look at to pull it over. I'm going to reattach it to this pole, and I think this is this poor vine here is a jasmine of some sort. It was really nice when we first got here. I've been trying to keep it alive, but I butchered it. It was going way up into the trees, and I've had to cut it back because I wanted to paint these, and also I wanted the weight off of it because it was basically 1/3 of this whole arbor was full of it. When I did the big initial tree cut down and thinning this old tree, I decided got to cut them down. So either it lived or it didn't. But now that it's about 2.5 years later, it's time to get it standing up again. So that's why I focused on getting that bolt in there. So yeah, let's do that. I don't know really sure how to prune it. There's a lot of really strange curly shoots coming up and stuff like that. So I'm just going to kind of pick the thickest and the ones that aren't kind of crazy looking. And I'm going to attach it to the post. I'll probably still have to keep cutting it throughout the summer if I don't get to fixing this whole arbor this year, but I probably will. So let's get on to that. I've got it tied to the tree. As you can see, it's been like this for a couple years now. I don't even remember how I tied it. Well, that's not doing anything. Where is it? Here it is. It's a bit prickly. Not too bad, but yeah, so I'm going to cut these guys off. He's looking weird. I'm going to put this one on for now. I'm going to swap it out for some green string. But this should hold it up, hopefully. I like using the smaller string because it's biodegradable, or twine because it's biodegradable. And this thing gets growing, it'll just snap it. And hopefully I can train it to wrap itself around a bit. I've also got a bit of a weird tree over here. I don't know what it's called. Basically this guy. And he's so long and skinny after I trimmed it that it's just not really doing well. So what I'm going to do is just kind of hack it down to the level where it started to branch out, kind of around here. So maybe it'll do better this year. I don't know. Let's see. See how this goes. I've got to take off these guys. Yeah, I think I need to do some sharpening of stuff. My lopping shears are dull, both of them. My chainsaw is duller than butter. It's not good. So I'll probably have to buy a new chain actually, because I sharpened it quite a bit when I was doing all the garden work, and I think it's really worn down. But anyways, that's me for today. I've managed to get that vine on the pole. Hopefully it will grow up nicely next year. And I managed to cut down the wonky tree or bush, whatever it's supposed to be. I forgot the name of it. And yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing this afternoon. So talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Cheers.